All right, so Joe Biden of the Robinette variety, the second one actually. The first one, needless to say, the first model of Joe Robinette Biden didn't go so well. We don't really talk about that. The third model, Joseph Robinette Biden 3, also pretty defective, did not function out, did not work really well. But we got Joseph Robinette Biden 2. It's a decent model. Most importantly, it's a stable model. It still exists. And we actually have a pretty decent statement here, so let's watch.
It's estimated.
Oh, Jesus, I have to fucking raise the volume because this motherfucker doesn't know how to speak. And also CNN apparently doesn't know how to do like actual proper volume mixing. I always, this is a big problem for me.
That there are more than 300 election deniers on the ballot all across America this year. We can't ignore the impact this is having on our country. It's damaging, it's corrosive, and it's destructive. And I want to be very clear. This is not about me. It's about all of us. It's about what makes America, America. It's about the durability of our democracy. For democracies are more than a form of government. They're a way of being, a way of seeing the world, a way that defines who we are, what we believe, why we do what we do. Democracy is simply that fundamental. We must, in this moment, dig deep within ourselves and recognize that we can't take democracy for granted any longer.
All right, so, again, pretty decent statement. Again, there were studies that were done that was like, more than half of Americans have some election denial on the ballot. Now, again, our forefathers, right, if anyone actually read the Constitution that is in government, these people, the Constitution, democracy, America, have they read the fucking thing? Again, 14th Amendment, Section 3 clearly states, if you engage in an insurrection against the United States or a rebellion against the same, or give aid or comfort to those who engage in an insurrection or rebellion, then you are banned from holding office or running for office, right? So if someone is running for office and they are either having been involved in January 6th insurrection, like Doug Mastriano in Pennsylvania, or if they're giving aid or comfort in the form of conspiracy theories or donations or financial support or emotional support or whatever to those engaging in an insurrection or rebellion, then they're banned, right? So again, this is really... Now, I don't want to turn this into like a show where, the Republicans are crazy and that makes the Democrats bad. But I mean, I don't know, could mainstream Democrats talk about it? Like, someone actually got removed from office. It was like a county commissioner in Texas. Someone actually got removed from office under 14th Amendment Section 3. It's the first time it's happened since the Civil War. And no one talks about it. Like, Democrats could have used that as a springboard. They could have been like, oh, shit, okay, let's take these motherfuckers down. They could take Trump down. They could take any one of these fucking cocksuckers down. They choose not to. So again, and now you could say, oh, they don't have the votes or they don't have the whatever. They should at least be saying this stuff. So, but again, it is important to understand, there's well over 300 election deniers on the ballot, as crazy as that is. Now, again, it's also very apparent that the U.S. never was a democracy and currently still is not a democracy. What is a democracy? One person, one vote. Everyone gets a vote, right? If you're a felon, you can't vote. Let's say you smoked a joint in 1997 and you were walking down the street. You got off of work, you smoked a joint on your walk home. Cops send you in. Now you're a felon. You can't vote. You're not allowed, right? So that's not a democracy. We had slavery for an extended period of time in this country. That's not a democracy. Women couldn't vote until the 20th century. That's not a democracy, right? At first, only land-owning men could vote. That's not a democracy, right? So at no point, ever, at all, in any way, shape, or form, 0% of American history, we have been a democracy. That said, I'd prefer this kind of pretend make-believe democracy over, a dictatorship of the Republicans any day of the week, right? Again, how can we say we live in a democracy when there's such a thing as the Senate? It's not a thing, right? So again, but That's the thing. Republicans don't make this criticism at all, right? They just want to be the ones in power. They want to be the kings. They want to be the queens. They want to rule over the peasants. That's it. That's it, right? So again, when Democrats go democracy, 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 it is a little cringy, but you have to understand, you know, compared to what the Republicans are offering, it's the only option. It's the only option. There is only one option, and that's voting Democrat. If you vote for a Republican or a third party, I mean, again, there are some races somewhere. I'm open to that idea. If you want to send me some examples, I'm willing to look at that. But 99% of the time, if you're voting for a Republican or if you're voting third party, you're just an idiot. Like, I don't know, man. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Like, you're just dumb. You're just dumb. And now again, there could be a scenario where, you know, let's say the Democratic candidate and like a third party candidate are both doing really well, and maybe the Democrats should drop out or what, you know, that I'm open to that. I'm sure that some example of this exists somewhere in the country, so I want to be fair. But again, I mean, especially if you're voting for Republicans, there's all these articles. Like, we're just getting fucking bombarded with articles about, like, oh, Republican is this and the Republican that. And then, oh, here's what Republicans are going to do. And it's like Jesus fucking Christ. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, just wanted to comment on that. Joe Biden is at least acknowledging a little bit of the stakes. You know, too bad it's, you know, election time in less than a week. So, you know, I wish you would have said this shit like 3 months ago, but hey, whatever. There you go.